Hi, I want to take a few minutes of your time to introduce you to InsertLearning. This is a pretty cool little Chrome extension that you're able to install on your browser, and it allows you to take any web page and essentially turn it interactive for the kids, which is really nice. So sometimes you run across this web page and you know there's a lot of things you want to do with it, but you have to copy all the text, place it on a document, add what you want to it, re-upload it, save it as a PDF, and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So this hopefully will make things a little bit quicker, more simplified for your students and for you, and to save you time. So it's InsertLearning. So how do I get it? Well, first of all, you need to know the benefits. Number one, I have the free version. Okay, so there are paid versions. However, the free one, you get 5 lessons. All of your students from Google Classroom fit on it. And you also get all the features as well, but you don't get training. However, the training is not that extensive. Once you play with it for a few minutes, you'll easily catch on to all of the different features it has. Now, you say 5 lessons. What do I do when I run on my 5? Well, what you're going to have to do is delete lessons. So if you delete them out and then add new ones back in, you are able to manage the free version that way. Okay, so how do you get it? Well, you'll need to go to the Chrome Web Store. So you'll just go to Google, type in Chrome Web Store, and then search for InsertLearning. And then once it pops up and you click on it, you should have an icon over here that says Add to Chrome. Mine's obviously already installed, so of course it's going to say Remove from Chrome instead. You also will notice a lot of times when you install something on your extensions that it's not visible. You're like, where did it go? I don't understand. I know I just installed it. Make sure you check and see that it's pinned. If you go to the puzzle piece, hover over it where it says extensions, click on it. This is a list of all the extensions that you have installed. Now, if it is grayed out, it is not visible. If it is blue, then you can see it on your browser. So I've just gone in and pinned it. It's automatically usually unpinned, and you have to pin it so you can see it. All right, so get on to the good stuff. This is the web page I want to work with. So in order to make this work for my kids, all I had to do was click on InsertLearning, and if you'll notice, this little sidebar popped up, and there's a bunch of different little options, okay? So I just want to show you a few of the things you can do with this. So you've gone through this web page, you found some things that you want the kids to do with it, to check for understanding, check for learning, make sure they're doing it, and so on and so forth. So first thing you can automatically do that I just wanted to kind of show you is you can insert a sticky note, okay? So if you find something in here you want to make sure that the kids pay attention to, then you would want to simply click or hover on that area, and when you click on it, you can type in. Now, cool thing is you also have the option right here of recording as well. So that's kind of a cool little feature that it has. So you can type or you can record. Other things you can do, you can also insert a question. So if I want to use the question, then what I do, and a lot of times I will tell you it's kind of hard to do it by sentence for a lot of these features, so it does tend to grab the paragraphs. So if you want to put a question, just kind of know that ahead of time. The cool thing that I love about the questions is it already has sentence stems. So you have a bunch of stems you can already choose from, so you don't have to type if you don't want to. They're generalized for sure, but you can go ahead and insert the sentence stem. You can change the number of points if you want to. And then, of course, all you have to do, or you can, create your own if you want to. Click Create. There it is. And this is where the kids type in their responses. So the question part is super cool. I really like it. And then you also have a discussion area. So again, I'm just going down to another paragraph. Let's say I want to go ahead and have them create something at a deeper level. What are your thoughts on this? I'm being very general, of course, just so I can kind of show you some examples here. Click Create. There it is. And then look at this. This is cool. You can choose your classes. Once I have my Google Classroom classes uploaded to this, you can choose what class it goes to, and then you can post it to certain classes, to all classes, whatever you choose to do. So some really cool features. And then of course, there is the highlighting text feature, which does or is able to do it sentence by sentence. So if you have something that you want to have stick out for the kids, then that is available for you. Of course, if you make a mistake, you can delete that highlight and then do it again for wherever area you wanted. You'll notice a couple of options pop up, which is kind of cool that hovered over it. The little plus button right there, you can add a comment. So kids, hey, watch out for this. Or, you know, read carefully. And this little comment will pop up for them and they'll be able to see that. You could also change the color of the highlight so that you can choose which different colors you want. I think, like I said, yellow, green, and blue are the 3 choices that you do have for this option. Okay. At this point, let's assume I've done what I wanted to do. I'm ready to take a look at how this looks in terms of student view, because that's always a different view for us. So what I'd want to do is go down to more options. And when I'm in more options, I want to go to view as a student. Okay. And then you can see for this web page, it's not too different, but it kind of shows some of these things solidified a little bit more and tells me, okay, this is what they're going to see. Okay, this is pretty obvious. This is what I want them to be able to do. So it kind of helps. And then all you have to do is click resume teacher view and you're back in an edit mode. So essentially the student view is like a preview mode. So you can kind of see what's happening. Now I have my lesson done. It's amazing, whatever. And I want to be able to push it out to my kids. So to do that, I want to go to assign. And in here, you want to go ahead, you can create your classes in there if you want to, but I just want to push it out to my Google Classroom. And it will prompt you for which account you want. You want to give it access to your classes. And then, of course, you want to choose what classes, and it'll ask you to import them. And then you just want to go share to those classes, okay? Now, I'm going to off-click those because I really didn't want it to go to those because this is just a demo lesson, but I do have a sandbox that I like to play in. You could also schedule it. I kind of missed showing that to you, but I will show you one more time when you get ready to assign it and push it out to a class. Sorry about that. You can do a specific date and time, so you can schedule it to go to Google Classroom as well. Now you're like, okay, but did it really go there? I'm not sure if I believe you. Well, let's go check just to make sure that we can verify that the lesson is there. So I'm going to go to my sandbox. I'm going to go to my stream, and then boom, look right there. Aaron Roberts posted a new assignment, InsertLearning, Slinky in hand, and it is there. Cha-ching. Okay, this is a pretty cool little app. I hope that maybe you find some use for it. If not, it might be something for the future to be able to use. Have a great day, and I hope this helped.